Said, Auntie, I saw that doll walk in the kitchen.
I'm just waiting on the Chris Brown concert and...
Nah, fuck waiting. Leave the house now. That fucking
To the thief that stole these dolls out of the yard sale at 3 o'clock this morning, you're going to regret it. They're haunted.
If you see this doll on Amazon, don't buy it.
These motherfuckers are real. You real?
Oh my fucking God.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you.
Money come fast like it's late for me. Why the blessings unpack like they safe for me? Why my dreams keep pulling up faithfully? Universe, why you acting like you in love with me? Why do I feel so alive? Like I'm right on time. Like the hard part ended and the good part started in my life. Why does it feel like my season? Like I'm finally breathing. Like everything I ever wanted is already meeting me up.
I have never been a fan of dolls, especially tall dolls. And as someone who was the shortest in my family, all the tall dolls would literally be my heights, right? But my reason for not liking dolls is because I believe a lot of dolls carry negative entities. A lot of dolls carry energy, and people actually use dolls to transfer energy into them, to transfer negativity, whether it's good or bad, into it. And I'm actually going to make a documentary on the real Tiffany from Child's Play, Chucky, because she was a real person. She was an actual real person. But let's get into these crazy doll story time, especially these American dolls. Hey y'all, welcome back to All Things Jenny. I'm Jenny. So let's get into these stories because they are crazy. Those are haunted dolls, like real haunted dolls. Let's get into it.
Cousin just woke up from her nap. Come sit down and watch this spooky story. Come on. So this woman bought American Girl dolls for her kids. She has 2 girls. One is 4, one is 7. So after she bought the American Girl dolls for her kids, she said that her nephew, he comes over on the weekends. And when he came over, he told her, he said, Auntie, I saw that doll walk in the kitchen. She said, what do you mean you saw the doll walking in the kitchen? So fast forward, this woman's husband gets home and he's like, hey, the nephew let you know what he saw. He said he saw the dog walk into the kitchen. She said, yeah, he told me, but, you know, what am I supposed to do with the information, basically, is what she said. Fast forward again, the woman said that she has always known that there were spirits in the home. She said that they've been living in that house even before the kids were born. So she said she always saw things. She always, you know, knew that something was in the house. Things always came up missing. So she wasn't surprised that there were spirits in the house. But fast forward again, she said that she waited for her husband to go to work and the kids went over to her parents' house. And when the kids went over to the parents' house, she pretty much was like, okay, I'm about to see what I can do. So fast forward again, she tries to communicate with the spirits in the house and starts asking them questions. But guess what? She asked them a question with y'all. Go ahead, guess. Yeah, about to piss me off. We'll get into that after this part, though. So she said while she's asking questions, she could just feel herself growing more paranoid while she's messing around with this Ouija board. But she also feels hands on her shoulders while she's asking questions. Now, remember, she's the only one home. So she turns around, nobody's there, but she still feels the hands on her shoulders. She turns around again and she sees the American Girl doll, the 7-year-old's American Girl doll, standing right there next to the door. Now, mind you, the kids are not there. No one else is in the home. Now, the husband gets home from work and he steps in the house and he tells her, he said, hey, the house feels weird. Like, what, did something happen? And she let him know, like, yeah, you know, I was communicating with the spirits. And he said, okay, but how were you communicating? And she led this man to believe that she was just asking questions around the house. She didn't tell him that she was playing with a Ouija board. Fast forward, the kids are ready to come home. Her mom drops the kids off, but then to her surprise, she sees the kids walking towards the door and she notices that both of them have their American Girl dolls in their hands. Baby. So what was that doll? She ends up telling her husband that she did not just ask questions. She was around there touching a Ouija board. He asked her where it was so he could get rid of it immediately. Now, mind you, he strongly believes in this stuff. Fast forward, the daughters are outside playing and they both scream, like at the top of their lungs. Their mom comes out running. They tell their mom, hey, the doll just tried to stab me. The mom looks at them and she's like, with what? Like, she really, you really were gaslighting those kids. Now, she says that her kids have a small little tree house. She said the tree house is not too far off the ground. But she said that she climbed up there just to look inside, and there was a knife in the tree house. So the husband gets home. The wife tells him, like, hey, we need to do something because it's something going on. Now, mind you, why are you acting like you didn't play with this Ouija board?
Right, that part.
You knew that activity was going to pick up after that. I don't know why you did that. Like, that grinds my gears. Like, y'all ain't never seen The Conjuring? Annabelle? Fast forward, the daughters refuse to sleep in their own rooms. They don't want to play with their other toys. They want to get rid of their Annabelle dolls. I'm going to call them Annabelle because, yeah. So the husband has Native ancestry, and he has one of his family members come over to bless the home, right? The wife is standing there. She's not Native. She's just standing there and wondering what's going on until her husband's family member tells her that she should not have touched what she touched. They haven't told him anything, but he knows. He told her the best option is for them to move. Do you know how scared I would be if a shaman came by and told me that the best option they got for me is to leave my house that I've been in for 10 plus years?
That's crazy.
Mind you, the husband called the cousin instead of someone else because his wife has a heart condition. He's scared that something's going to happen to his wife if they don't do anything about these spirits, the bad ones in the house. Even crazier, 7-year-old daughter went down to the kitchen, and when she was leaving the kitchen, she walked past the basement door. When she walked past the basement door, she said the door opened and a long, bony hand stuck out of the basement door.
You know what?
That
is not just a doll.
Would move.
It's not no innocent doll.
I'm not saying, but that's just me though.
The doll walking is crazy. And depending on how big this child was, all I'm thinking about is getting the broom and knocking the doll over the head with the broom. Because what do you mean, ma'am? And the thing is, imagine you being this young child and you're seeing a doll that you know, because children know, okay? You know that is not supposed to be walking to the kitchen. What was she doing? Was she going to go get water? Maybe a cup of milk? What was happening? And why is this little boy just so calm telling his auntie, oh, I saw the dog walking to the kitchen, like, oh, it's just a puppy walking to the kitchen. That the puppy's not supposed to be in the kitchen and they're walking to the kitchen. And then the lady not believing this little boy because, yes, it sounds crazy to say that you saw the dog walking to the kitchen. But then also the fact that this lady actually says that she's always felt something, and for you to dismiss this little boy is crazy because children know, and they're more innocent to like spirits, so they can see things clearer. But you know what? I do believe it that she believed that there was a lot of spirits that were already in the house way before she even had her children. And her tapping into the Ouija board is what activates the energy of the house. Because at the end of the day, the Ouija board is not necessarily negative if you know how to protect yourself and also you know how to use it. But just know it does open up portals because of how the Ouija board was created. There's a whole story behind the Ouija board and why spirits are attached to it. But also what I want to say as well is that houses holds spirit, it holds negativity. So many things happen in homes, right? Because people die in homes, whether or not it's a new home or an old home. It could be the pot of land that you build a house over that holds the spirit of the previous lives. And also if it's a brand new home with a nice pot of land, or not even necessarily a brand new home you build it on a land that is already cursed and or has negative spirits attached to it, or maybe back in the days it used to be a graveyard. You know, you never know, because back in the days people used to be able to bury their loved ones behind their house. So it's very likely that your home could, you know, even if it's a new home, can also be built with negative energies attached to it, or positive energy, because not all spirits are benevolent, not all spirits are negative, right? But homes does hold energy, it holds spirits. I remember I was watching this movie recently, and it's called, I don't remember what it was called, but basically it's these children play this game, and it basically summon the spirits of the house, because houses have spirits. Houses holds different based on like what, you know, where your house is built. You can literally turn your entire house into an entire altar, right? Because of the center point. Like you find the center point of your house, because houses have it's alive, like it holds energy. That is the reason why they tell you in spirituality, I might have to make a full video on that, once you are leaving a house, you have to thank it for, you know, putting having, you know, shelter over you and protecting you while you were there, and cutting the ties, severing the ties of you in that house. Because at the end of the day, you living in that house, it becomes a part of you. It becomes a part of the person who lived there before. So yes, houses does have energy. I'm not saying that you should be tapping into the energy of your house and awaken the spirits of that house, but you can put out water for them, you know, for the spirits, in order for them to, like, for you to work with them, for them to bless you. But every house does hold energy. It could be negative energy or positive energy, and for that doll to be wanting to unalive those children, it gives very much negative energy. And for the doll to be walking around, because you know the spirit, if the spirit is there, is going to make itself known. But if you tap into things to call it out, then when, you know, it come out, you cannot start calling everything demonic, because it's not necessarily the Ouija board that is demonic, it's the entity that you summoned through the Ouija board that is demonic. Because I believe a lot of entities, a lot of spirits are attached to the Ouija board. So depending on what you're calling upon and waking, you know, so yeah, she did wake something up that was there laying dormant.
Thrift stores are tired of getting everyone's haunted dolls, because not only are they hard to resell, but they will then haunt the employees at the thrift store. So the employees at this thrift store said not today. They packed up all of their dolls, haunted or not, and put them in this cage. So if anyone was brave enough, they could pick from all of the dolls they had in one location. They recommend you do the same thing if you have any old dolls that are not still in their original packaging. Whether you believe in haunted dolls or not, so far this method has worked. Not only have they not had a single one of their dolls disappear, but none of them have reappeared in horrifying places around the thrift store, scaring the hell out of employees. They do want to let you know, if you're in the market for any kind of old dolls, horrifying or not, check out your local thrift store. And if you happen to have a terrifying doll haunting you, thrift store employees everywhere wish you luck, and you can try caging them. And if this stops working for them, their next idea is just to include a free doll with every purchase. So no matter what great deal you find at the thrift store, you'll also be getting a doll to go along with it too.
To the thief that stole these dolls out of the yard sale at 3 o'clock this morning, you're going to regret it. They're haunted. Had you waited till sunlight, you would have seen the sign that was under them that said, haunted dolls. If you have children, please don't buy. Okay, I put them in this glass hutch to try and contain whatever was attached to them, and it got so cold that it fogged up. Enjoy. No takesies, backsies. And not to mention, the only reason why I even sold them, had a yard sale to sell them, is because they threw a toy behind my baby and missed her head like that much. I was like, I'm done. And I had a yard sale and tried to sell them. Nobody wanted them because I warned everyone and showed them the videos of what these dolls do when they're in your vicinity. Because they were not scared to move right in front of you. Enjoy.
If you see this doll on Amazon, don't buy it. This woman bought this creepy doll from Amazon for Halloween, and at first glance, it just seems like a regular spooky prop. But soon after she hung it outside her house, strange things started happening. Every time she'd step outside, the doll would slowly turn to look at her, even when there was no wind.
Turn it back around. Why are you stopping right there?
As you can see, the doll slowly turns to face her. Now sure, you could argue that it was the wind. And yeah, it was the wind at first. But once the wind stopped, instead of returning to its original position like a normal hanging prop, it stopped mid-turn and continued to look at her, almost as if it chose to keep watching her. Creepy, right? But it gets creepier, because as it turns out, she's not the only one. Another woman named Bonnie posted a video of the exact same Amazon doll swinging wildly in all directions, while another doll hanging right next to it wasn't moving at all. Two people having the same creepy experiences with the same doll? That's more than just coincidence. What do you think is going on with these dolls?
someone in the comments is fitting the doll. Just going to keep it here for now. Okay. Alright guys, I'm about to ship her off. Last night. Alright, she is going back. She's going in the spot. No, correct.
Round is showing $14.90, which is the cheapest for Thursday, and that's does have 100 insurance, has a free tracking. Like I said, you don't need a signature. And it has a QR code now for you to be able to verify when it.
Thank you.
Thanks. Enjoy your day.
You too. Alright. She's gone. I'm walking away. I just hope my house is okay. I contacted a medium, and now that she is gone, I can start the cleansing process of me, my family, and the house. Yeah, this was definitely a learning lesson. I'm done with buying haunted things for Halloween. Actually done celebrating Halloween. I just feel like I'm still like kind of like shaking. This was just a crazy experience. So the sound goes out right here. I'm gonna clip this part and go on to the next video. I'm not sure why my sound keeps going in and out when I was trying to record. I posted like 3 videos, and all 3 of those videos, the volume was muted. I don't know how to unmute. So here we go again. I am now home. I shipped the doll off at Wise. They have a post office inside of the store. She is now gone. I don't know. I still have this eerie feeling. I'm praying that there is no spirits or lingering spirits or whatever was in this doll that is still here. I feel relieved that the doll is gone. I did speak to a medium yesterday. They had, she said that that doll is dark. I'm not sure if I said this in the first video, but the video I did say in the one that's muted that the medium heard 3 knocks in that first video. I went back to listen there. I did hear 3 knocks. I heard the first 2 in the very beginning of the video. I heard the last knock towards the end of the video. But what I wanted to show you all is, if you see here, you see my little goblins that I have up. You see how they're turned towards each other? That has never happened. I had these things, these goblins, whatever they are, for 3 years. I put them up every Halloween. Yeah, they will blow like crazy with the wind, but the fact that they're like that, and this little green, it's like a little green pumpkin, I turned this around so many times to face back to the street, and when I come back out later, it's turned back. And it started doing this when that doll was here. So as of now, I am taking everything down. But I just wanted to point that out. Also, I wanted to point out that I don't know if y'all heard, as I was pulling into the parking lot, I don't know if y'all also heard a crow. I heard it, and I'm hoping that was not a bad sign. But I know this could all just be like a coincidence, but it's just too many things have happened while this doll was here. I bought the doll October, I purchased the doll September 25th. I put it up, I believe it was the 2nd of October. Over the weekend, right after putting up that doll, I didn't notice the doll would turn towards me, but I didn't think anything of it at that point. I was, you know, continuing to like decorate, put things out, but I didn't notice while I was out in the yard. So I wasn't on the porch, I was in the grass, like on the side, like over here. I would notice that it would turn and look at me, but again, at that time I didn't think anything of it. I didn't really notice until that Monday, and then Tuesday, and then when I would come home from work each day after. And I told my coworker about it, and she said record it, which that is what I did on Friday. And everybody thought I was going crazy, which is why I posted the video on TikTok. And I'm so glad that you all saw what I saw, and it's not me going crazy. But the medium did say that there is it was a dark present, and that I needed to get rid of it as soon as possible and give it to someone who would welcome it, which is what I did. So tomorrow I am planning to get this house cleansed, get myself cleansed, get my kids cleansed. I will ask the medium if I can record that, and also if I can record, post her name, so you all, you know, if you all are experiencing something similar, you can reach out to her. And another thing that was weird, it's not a Ring camera, it's like a ASU, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. It's similar to a Ring camera that I have above my door. You can see it's right there. And on Thursday morning, it kept saying that someone was present, not motion detected, because I get that from those goblins blowing around or a car passing by, but someone was appearing, and it recorded, you know, the video, and each time no one was on the porch. And it wasn't recording everything. Like, it didn't record when my kids came home, it didn't record when I came home. So I found that was odd, like it was working only sometimes. I'm just hoping that everything, all these weird things that have been happening, I hope that all stop. I hope this present is gone. Sorry.
Okay, for those of you asking, here she is. Right here. Now I'm standing outside. I can say there is very slight wind right now. Yes. This is her. There is no motor attached. None. It's a piece of yarn. Actually, I added that yarn because that rope originally had busted. Yeah. This is her close-up. Right here. Her doll. Right here. There's nothing. There is no fish wire whatsoever. Nothing. This is the other doll. It's the back. That one's attached like that because she's a little slightly heavier. She's like all that. This is her. And yes, we do like Halloween. My daughter loves Halloween. This little part right here where she's at, this is what we turn into like our little mini haunted house. You see, so we do have this, and we're just getting it ready. That, and then of course we decorate everything else, shut it down. But just wanted to come out here to show y'all, because y'all kept saying y'all wanted that there was pulling or something. No, nothing. That is her right here.
Bueno, aquí les presentamos a la muñeca de Bessie que se la regalaron sus 15 años.
No manches, mira. I'm just waiting on the Chris Brown concert and...
Nah, fuck waiting. Leave the house now. That fucking doll alive. You seen the eyes move? I know a Tales from the Hood doll when I see one. And those stories never end well. You better burn, stomp, run it over, peel it. I don't fucking know. Unsew that motherfucker. Shit, that dog... If you don't leave the house right now, that dog gonna give you the Chris Brown experience, I swear to God.
Freaking insane update, y'all. The doll is back with us. Not the one that was stolen, but the one that we managed to wash our hands of by giving away. I had to drive 20 minutes away and come pick up this damn doll, and I never, ever, ever wanted to put this doll in my car. Ever. The only time it's ever been in my car is when I picked it up for the very first time. It has not been in my car since because I knew something was wrong with it. Okay, but now I have it in my car because we give it away to family, and they didn't believe us about everything I showed them. They're skeptics, okay? They didn't believe us. So they took the doll and give it to their granddaughter. Now, they didn't tell the little girl anything about the ghost or anything. They didn't want to scare her. They just wanted to give her a doll. I mean, understandable. But knowing what they know, that's insane to me. But if you don't believe it, you don't believe it. Whatever. So we give them the doll. They give the doll to the granddaughter. The granddaughter has the doll maybe 2 or 3 days. And the little girl tells her grandpa that the doll is alive. Something's wrong with it. That it moves. It keeps falling out of the chair. Or she said it was jumping out of the chair. But evidently it was just falling out of the chair. It would not stay sitting where she put it. She said it would turn its head and look at her. It would blink at her. It was freaking her out. Okay, so she gives it to her grandpa. Her grandpa takes the doll and puts it in his room. So the little girl's not scared anymore. I guess that's where he was going to leave the doll. But then the doll starts not the doll, but something starts touching him. He said something tapped on his shoulder, and there was no one there. And I guess that was enough to, he's like, I'm done. Okay. Believe it or not, he's done. Whether he believes it's real or not, it's enough for him to be done with it. Because he didn't tell the little girl anything about the ghost or haunting or anything like that. He just gave her a doll. And then the little girl's saying that something's wrong with the doll. And then he takes the doll to his room, and now something's touching him. And so now it's done. So now I had to drive out here and get the doll back. And I hope the little girl's not traumatized enough where she doesn't want to play with dolls anymore. That's what I hope. I hope whatever's attached to this doll wasn't naughty enough that it has scarred a little girl. That's what I hope. But we told them. We give them all the information. We showed them the videos. Come on, dude. Sorry, I'm driving. We told them, it's haunted. It moves. It will touch you. It will do all kinds of crazy stuff. We warned him, but he just didn't believe us. So he took the doll and gave it to his granddaughter. So now I went and picked the doll up. I'm headed back home. I'm about 10 minutes away from my house now, thank God, because I was really scared that something was going to happen to me in this car with this doll. And I made my husband stay home with my daughter because ain't no fucking way in hell that I would ever, even in an emergency, put my baby girl in this car with that doll. No fucking way. It's bad enough I gotta put the doll in here with my newborn, or with my unborn son. I had been on edge the whole way, scared. I just felt like something's gonna happen. It's dread. But I think that's just because I know what the doll does. I don't think it's anything overpowering. It's just messing with my head. It's just playing head games with me. Nothing, it hasn't moved or anything which I'm driving, I can't see. But evidently it's going to be a good girl now because it's back with us and it's happy. And I think where I messed up is when we first got the girl. That's because I stopped at this red light, but I seen it out of the corner of my eye move and I about shit myself. Bitch, back up. I'm just kidding. I didn't mean to say that. Girl, back up. But I think where I messed up is when we first got the dolls and we seen that something was attached to them and that something was haunting them. I made the mistake of being like, don't hurt us. We'll take care of you. This is before I had kids now. So I've done made this doll or whatever's attached to this damn doll promises that we will always take, because me and my husband were like, it's a little girl attached to this doll, whichever doll. I don't know which doll it's attached to, but we're like, it's a little girl. Like, she maybe passed early and was just confused on how to pass over, like cross over. So she attached herself to the one thing she loves, her doll. So that's what we were thinking. So I'm telling this little girl in my mind, I'm thinking it's a little girl, I'm saying, like, we'll take care of you. We'll take care of your doll. We'll make sure nothing ever happens to the doll. La, 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 la. But then when I had kids, when I had my daughter, things changed. Like, and I think that's part of where the jealousy comes through.
So I had my go-to reader read this vessel for me to cut back on some of my investigation time. And this is what she discovered. You can pause to read if you like. The reader that read her suggests that I rehome her. I really would not want to rehome her, being I literally just unboxed her today. But another thing that I had noticed, when I purchased her, she was advertised as having 2 rosary beads around her waist, like this picture here shown. See the 2 rosary beads around her waist, the black one and the brown one. But when I received her, she only had the brown one on, like this. So she's missing a rosary. I did reach out to the seller to find out if she was shipped with 2 rosaries, to see if maybe one accidentally came off while she was packaging her, or maybe during shipment, but I don't see how. So that's kind of creepy. This was her ad. As you can see, she was advertised as wearing 2 rosary beads right here. So as you can see here, I did reach out to the seller to see if she was shipped with both of her rosaries as advertised, or did she only have one on. She is letting that meter off like crazy. There's no television on. There's nothing underneath her shelf to make this meter go off. My phone is nowhere near the meter. She's definitely giving me anxiety. Is that I can see the demon on her face. The demon is very strong. Wow. And then what creeps me out is she's missing that second rosary. I'm going to look inside her box to see if it possibly came off of her inside the box, but that definitely creeps me out because why is she missing a rosary? Now look at the dial that is right next to her. She's using the EMF meter as well, but it's definitely not going off as if it was when it was near her. Now watch this, I'm going to move it. Look it up. Look it up. Now move it back. Very strong. Alright, so some more information that I was provided by the reader. So both of the dolls, the most recent ones that I had gotten, the one with the eye in the palm of her hand, as well as the nun, both of them are skinwalkers, which are demons. Some additional information as well, if you would like to pause to read. My reader want me to rehome this nun doll so bad, but she suggests that I actually talk to both of them together through the spirit box. And I explained to her how I was feeling heavy anxiety. So she said, yeah, they got you. They want you to feel them, and they know they can't hide it. But yeah, the nun was better at hiding her demon. I bet she was.
The doll wouldn't stop laughing.
Imagine hearing this at 3 a.m.
Listen to Remco's Baby Laugh a Lot. You're listening to Baby Laugh a Lot. She's the funniest doll you've ever seen. Just push the button and she starts to giggle.
Imagine hearing that laugh at 3 a.m. Very nightmarish. This doll was marketed as a harmless baby doll, designed to walk, giggle, and respond to touch. Peekaboo is highly effective, as well as the happy song, an interactive play which makes them laugh. But parents noticed something strange almost immediately. The doll would activate on its own, no one touching it, no buttons pressed, and the laugh was not cute. It was long, repetitive, and too human. Some parents said it would laugh in the middle of the night, even after being turned off. Imagine waking up to a baby laughing in a dark room with no one there. This was made for children.
This is what happens whenever I put her near my daughter's old Cabbage Patch toy. But that's not the weirdest part. There's no batteries. But wait, there's more. I even cut the wire to see if that would stop it. Is she causing this? I just can't get rid of her.
Hold up, what? What is going on here? This is apparently Martha the Haunted Doll, and there's legit bones in her, so no wonder she's haunted. If she was made with bones in her, yeah, that's a haunted doll. Do people not watch horror movies? You know what? If she disappears, we know it was this doll.
We're going to touch up some stuff on this book. So in this book is called Spell of Abundance, Love, Wealth, and Protection. So in this book, on the first page, actually, I have a glamour affirmation that you will basically say, you stand in front of the mirror and you stare at yourself and you admire yourself and you will say to yourself how beautiful you are. You'll basically seal your beauty, like your glam, after you've done your makeup, or even stand in front of the mirror naked with nothing on, so you can really reaffirm yourself of your beauty, of your confidence, and all that. This book is mainly for like self-confidence and self-elevation, you know, calling the goddess in you, calling the divinity in you, you know, calling the beauty in you, and also work with the moon, because the moon represents the woman, the mother, water, all of this. So yeah, I have all the steps in here of all the spells that you need to do. It has one to get rid of unwanted guests. It's pretty funny. To get rid of unwanted guests. And this book right here, right? So I'm gonna run down real quick about the materials that you're going to need. You will need a brand new broom. It has to be brand new. And you will need a piece of parchment paper, a black pen, a black trash bag, because we're going to get rid of this sucker, right? And of course your intentions. And also I have spells on here that you can say. I have daily affirmations. And also I have spells on here that you can do every single day to work with the energy of the planets of the day, and also the archangels that work with the day. So anyways, there's so many spells. There's a 7-day manifestation spell with archangels, and let's see, a 30-day money spell with bay leaves and the Fihu sign, which is a money sign. It's like an F with the extra part. Anyways, the symbol is there, and I even show you like what you need to do, what the sigil looks like, all that, and the keys to enhance your spell. So there are different things on here on how to enhance your spell, and basically